The 2014 Women's Soccer National Champions are here, and we are Seminoles. We are united by the spirit of their games. They delight all of us who love our university, and the games themselves create an emotional bond among students and alumni. That bond carries across time and generations and draws us back to this university. There's an almost mystical aura that surrounds the ancient grounds of this campus. And from time to time, there are those who claim to hear the echoes of ghosts, spirits of the Seminole and Appalachian Indian tribes, and the young men and young women who also played ball games here on this very ground 400 years ago. A Spanish priest described the basic components of the most popular game as a tall goalpost, a small, hard buckskin ball, and two teams. They painted their bodies in colors associated with the dominant clans, he said, and in preparation for the game, an elaborate series of rituals was observed. Players assembled in the main council house or around the goalpost to maintain a vigil the night before the game, talking very quietly and occasionally howling like wolves. A new fire would be lit before the game. This fire was carried out onto the playing field, and the chief was to advise the players, exhorting them to risk their very lives in the quest for victory. The priest generally disapproved of the games. He noted that fights would sometimes break out among opposing spectators, and those who defended the games argued that this was merely healthy competition between villages. As you can see, what took place on these very grounds 4 centuries ago remains much the same today. And our warrior hearts all still beat with the same spirit. This ceremonial lighting of the spear tonight marks the triumph of these national champions, and only exceptional individuals are chosen for this honor. You, members of this championship team, are the exceptional individuals who will light the spear tonight. Tracy Marple is the spiritual carrier of the flame. She led the procession to the Unconquered. Andy Miller is the sentinel escort. He will stand with you on your left. President Thrasher is the guardian of the Unconquered. He stands with you on your right. Steve Riley is the protector. He and his vanguard stand vigilant to ensure that all is well and secure. And Dr. Greg Beaumont is the chancellor and counselor, reminding us always to keep the mission of the university foremost among our intentions.
For more than a century, the symbol of Florida State University has been a set of 3 flambeaux or burning torches. They represent the eternal virtues of viraz, artes, and moraz, physical, mental, and moral strength which the university teaches. Now a 4th torch burns throughout the night and day during the great contests which take place here on this ancient ground. Here on the same grounds where the Appalachian tribe also played a game of 2 teams with a ball and goalposts 400 years ago.
This new flame tonight represents the spirit of reckless courage, girded with honesty and pride. The Seminole word is hajo, and that word summons the independent spirit and will to win that resides in the heart of every Seminole. Who are these champions who desire to give life to the ceremonial flame?
I'm John Thrasher, president of Florida State University. These candidates have brought great pride to Florida State University as well as their coach, and they will light the symbolic torch.
And who will vouch for the character and worthiness of these candidates?
I am Andy Miller, the Sentinel. The character and reputation of these candidates evinces the strength of a courageous spirit, the spirit that the Seminoles called Haja.
And tell us, what is the meaning of this ceremony?
I am Dr. Greg Beaumont, Chancellor and Counselor. These candidates sustain and affirm the greater mission of our university, intensifying the fire and adding brilliance to the light of civilization that must always push back against darkness.
The candidates' names are recorded. The 2014 Florida State Soccer National Champions.
The great Seminole leader Arapaika was a man in his 70s during the Second Seminole War. He lived to an age of more than 100 years, his story told and retold in legend and song. He was never captured, never agreed to leave his land, triumphed in battle, and spoke bravely at every meeting with the soldiers, saying that he would never, ever give in.